Golden State fans, actually, we're gonna probably make this video pretty quick, and the reason why is because there's not really much to talk about. This is the All Star break. I'm kind of glad we got a little chance to regroup and just figure out what is going to happen going forward with this team. Once again, we sit at the eighth seed, and I say once again because it's been like this for the last 3-4 seasons. I just don't understand. I truly, are we the only team for the last, like I said, the last 4 seasons that we've stayed in the same standing range year after year after year after year? And for whatever reason, we still think we have a chance of winning. I'm pretty sure this year everybody's kind of came to the realization, as far as the Warriors fan, we came to the realization, yeah, we're done. But like the last 3 years before that, we've truly thought we had a chance to win the championship. But I don't get it because, like I said, any team, from my understanding, an eighth seed is an eighth seed, 7th seed is a 7th seed, 6th seed is a 6th seed. Those are not the standings. Those are not the placements you would want your team to be in going into the playoffs. I don't care that we're an old ball club and we could turn on when we want to. Clearly we can't. Clearly we can't. I don't see why we putting ourselves in this predicament year after year after year after year. And from not understanding, it's like, see, I'm kind of getting frustrated just even thinking about just these last 4 years as a whole, and like I said, why we're still in this situation. Because I'm looking at this roster. It is garbage. Like, outside of Steph Curry, truly, who can you count on? And I'm like, even including Jimmy Butler. Let's include a healthy Jimmy Butler into this conversation. Outside of Steph Curry, who can you count on a night in, night out basis on this team? Tell me. Please tell me. If you want to say Jimmy Butler, I'm going to say absolutely not. But I will at least give you that. I would give you that just to at least give you another name so it don't seem like everybody's just complete garbage on the team. But okay, so let's say Steph and Jimmy Butler you can count on. Now, outside of those two, who can you count on? Can you count on Draymond Green? No. You can. Come on. To be fair, we don't even know if he's going to be locked in. We don't even know if he's going to look at the goal. We don't even know if he's going to crash out. Like, he's literally every game, every second from crashing out on the court. Every second from getting a technical foul. Every second from getting a flagrant foul. Like, yo, why? How did it even get to this point? And everybody, come on now. Look, let's list the names. Al Horford. He looked washed at the beginning of the season. He's looked better as of late, but too late now. We're already 8th seed. D'Anthony Melton, I know. Listen, I'm gonna give him a pass. He's coming off like a serious injury. It's a season-ending injury of last year. I'm gonna give him a pass. Once again, he's trying to get his footing back. Gary Payton II, inconsistent. Brandon Podziemski, inconsistent. Kristaps Porzingis, who we just traded for, which, to be fair, okay, let me at least start there. Let me at least have some type of direction in this video, because like this might just be a video for right now. The next few videos will be more concise and more topic based, but as of for just this first video, I might got a vent. Kristaps Porzingis. If we are getting back a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, if we're getting back the best version of Kristaps and the most healthiest version of Kristaps, I'm on board with that trade. I didn't want to see Kuminga go. That one kind of hurt. That one kind of hurt. Only because like I just really didn't understand why he was getting DMPs in the first place. Like, this was the same dude when Steph Curry was not playing, was averaging 20 points a game, or when he was inserted into the starting lineup. This was the same dude that was averaging 20 points per game consistently within that time frame. So the fact that he was getting DMPs on this ball club is beyond me. Like, listen, all the pushback that he's not this all-star level player, he's not this superstar level player, we overhyping him. Cool. I get all that, sure. But I want y'all to look at this roster and tell me how he was getting DMPs on this roster, though. Like, I'm going to tell you the names that was getting more minutes over him. Buddy Hield. Brendan Podziemski. Gary Payton Jr. Now, someone explain that to me. How was he getting more minutes than Kuminga? Guy Santos, which I'm a fan of Guy Santos. It's just he also too was he in and out the rotation, and you could shout out Kerr for that one once again. Pat Spencer to me, okay. How is he getting more minutes than Jonathan Kuminga at one point in time? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm just looking at this. Moses Moody, I would give y'all that. I think he is a better fit with the starting group, but even then, Kuminga was the only player we had on this team that had upside, that actually had a chance to swing our ceiling or to raise our ceiling to another level if he ever became something of like an all-star quality player. That's all I'm saying. And like I said, the names that I listed, Quentin Post was getting more minutes than him. Will Richard, I'm pretty sure in his short stint was probably getting. No, he probably wasn't, but still, that might be a stretch. But just the fact that there were players, every player I listed was a model of inconsistency, and they were getting more minutes than Kuminga. But Kuminga was the best prospect we had, best young prospect we had that had the biggest upside. But he was getting DNPs on this sorry team. That's all I'm saying. But like I say, if we're getting back a good, like a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, as far as our deficiencies these last 4 seasons, I think this addresses the biggest one as far as the size and floor spacing. And somebody who could protect the paint. Like an actual true center, even though he's kind of skinny. But still, I would take him over Draymond Green being our center any day of the week. So, to me, that's, like I said, it's only a good trade if we're getting a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, or if we're flipping him in the future for somebody else. But if we're just saying this is who we getting back, somebody who's barely played these last 2 seasons, somebody who's not only hurt as far as physically, but like I said, I'm not something with the sickness that I'm hearing. I'm not sure if that's true, but if that is true, like what did we trade Jonathan Kuminga for then? If this season is already going down the drain, we might as well have just played him the rest of this season. Try to raise his raise his trade value. I think that would have been the best solution. That's why I was so confused this year. Like, if y'all wanted him gone, why DMP him? Why not? Especially he had a good start to the season. Yeah, he probably had some bad games, but everybody does. Steph Curry has bad games. Draymond Green has a lot of bad games. Jimmy Butler has a lot of bad games. Like, come on now. I think you guys just made his trade value even worse, but you wanted him gone. So, like, instead of getting back Kristaps Porzingis, maybe we could have got back actually something of more use, especially now, and that can help our team right now. So, it's oh my God. So, yeah, this is gonna be a video for sure. Yeah, I gotta let some things off my chest. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, we're at the All-Star break. 8th seed, 29-26. I truly don't think. I mean, we might could catch the Suns, but like, let's be real. I don't see us climbing to the 5th seed. Like, I don't see us climbing into the playoff seeding where we don't have to go through the play-in. We're going to be in the play-in for sure, in my eyes. Which means we're going to lose first round regardless. Either we're going to lose in the play-in games and just get knocked out that way, or we're going to lose in the first round. We're not beating the Thunder. We're not beating the Spurs. If we make the 6th seed, we won't beat the Nuggets. So, if that's our outlook this season, I truly think we might as well just tank. But even with us tanking, it's like the teams behind us, I already know they tanking too. So, it's like, can we catch them with losses? We probably can. But, man, it's going to be tough. We put ourselves in the situation like we're really smack dab right in the middle. And now it's like, okay, what now? Steph's been hurt these last few games. You might as well just sit him out the rest of the season. I know that he may not be on par. He might not be for that. But, I mean, what are we losing? Like, what are we risking with him being out there on the court? We're not winning anything. I don't even think we can even play winning basketball with this team right now. It's just disgusting. Now, like I said, all of this changes if Kristaps Porzingis is healthy. If Kristaps Porzingis is healthy, I actually want to see what this team look like and see how far we can like actually compete with these teams, or like to what extent we can compete with these teams. Because even last year, everybody was saying the Thunder was this just amazing team. They looked average in the playoffs, to be fair. Every team seemed like they have their flaws. They can be knocked off. So that's why, like, when I look at our team, it's not like we're completely out the picture. But as far as what we have currently and what we have to back up Steph Curry, oh, yeah, we have no shot right now. And that goes to, like, my last point before I close out this video. We need a big change this offseason. Like, we cannot go into this year with this same roster. Draymond Green, like, we might really need to have a discussion on getting him off this team. Either getting him off this team or finding a way to make sure he gets less money going forward. Because him having $25 million per year is not cutting it. If we were so quick to cut ties with Klay Thompson, can you tell me what Draymond Green's value is on this team? He's not the defender that he once was. He's not the offensive player that we honestly are hoping for with how open he is on the floor. So it's like, I think it's probably a good idea to look at him and say, might need to part ways with him. Jimmy Butler, are we going to get the same Jimmy Butler? Even to be fair, I've been disappointed with Jimmy Butler. I don't care what nobody says. To me, he's just a better version of Andrew Wiggins, but the same issues of Andrew Wiggins is literally within him as far as he's aggressive one game and not the next game. So if you're asking me, Jimmy Butler is somebody I would think about getting rid of too. Now, I don't know how much you're going to get back with that contract being what it is and with that injury now, but if there's a way to get rid of Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green, I'll do it. To me, I might take the approach that the Cavs had back when, this was like a while ago, when they had Wade, Rose, Isaiah Thomas, but all them players they had back then, and then, when they got to the trade deadline, when their team was looking mediocre, they pretty much got rid of everybody, and it seemed like they downgraded, but in reality, those downgrades actually made a big difference and just raised the vibes of the team, and their team actually played well and still made it to the finals. I think that's something we need to do with this team because this is just awful. Awful roster construction. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm not going to lie to you. Like I said, this first video, I just had to vent. I'm at the point where we just need a whole overall, like a whole roster overhaul. Everybody but Steph Curry could go. That's how I feel. Now, like I said, Kristaps Porzingis is healthy. Maybe I might feel a little different. But as of right now, yeah, that's pretty much it with this video. I'll catch y'all in the next video.